We interrupt this program to bring you the latest breaking news. This just in, one of our reporters was able to get the scoop of a lifetime with a young and upcoming author. An interview with one of the latest and greatest authors, bringing to you, the audience, the soft and touching answers to our hard-hitting questions. Coming up next. We now take you live to Mr. Reporter and the lovely Madelyn Olivia to bring you the scoop.
Alright, another interview coming for y'all. This is actually one of our first interviews on this channel. And today we are reviewing and interviewing the author of a book that just came out called Authentic, Giving Thoughts Wings. It is a compilation of a bunch of different poetry, and I'm going to put it up to the camera so y'all can see it. But it was written by Madelyn Olivia, who I have here with me today. So would you like to introduce yourself to our potential viewers?
Yes. So, thank you for having me.
The pleasure is all mine.
So, I am Madelyn Olivia, obviously.
I'd hope you were, then otherwise I'd have an imposter in a minute.
I know, we can't have imposters.
Imposter.
No. And I have been writing, since I could hold a pencil, honestly. And this poetry book has kind of been in the works for a number of years, and it's pretty awesome to see it finally published. So I'm really excited about that.
We're just going to get into some questions, and I hope you're ready for some deep and probing thoughts.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're coming in hot. So here we go with question one about, so question one, why poetry? Why did you decide to do poetry over any other form of medium? I mean, there's more popular forms in different books and stories and fairy tales and all this other crap. So why poetry?
So actually, poetry is something that I kind of stumbled on, honestly. It wasn't something that I initially thought anything of. It just happened to be the thing that I could quickly jot down if I was in class, or, I woke up in the middle of the night and had something to write. It just happened to be quick thoughts, and then I kind of just strung the quick thoughts together, and it became poetry.
I mean, and like with poetry, the kind of unique thing too is like since it's not traditional storytelling and writing, you can actually hide like a lot more in it, and that can have much more of a meaning to it than just a traditional hero saves the day kind of thing.
Right. Well, and that's what I love about it is each person can read the same poem, and it'll always be a different response. Like, it will be, it could mean something to me, and it could mean something completely different to you,
But yeah, so let's get on to question two here. Tell us a little bit, I think you covered this a little bit in your intro, but tell us a little bit about your writing journey. Did you always want to be a writer?
Yes, actually I did. So like I said in my initial start, I've been writing ever since I was 8. I had a little notebook that I wrote a bunch of stories in to start with. I've always been writing, always. I would, in my spare time I'd write. It was just kind of always my hobby. So poetry just became the medium.
Next question. Where is your inspiration for the creation of this particular collection of poems? Do you have a particular inspiration, or is it, all of that?
It was not necessarily about my life, but it was about people in my life and experiences and feelings that I kind of jumped off and bunny trailed onto.
So on to question 4. How would you describe your particular writing style?
My writing style. I would say that my writing style is very descriptive. It's very based in a lot of passion, a lot of emotion. It's not something that is straightforward. Each poem, there may be poems that are only a couple lines long, but they're the ones that punch you, and I love those too. So,
yeah. Well, and it makes sense. Like they're what they do say is impactful, and you can for me, I pick up my own version of what I think it means, but
exactly,
it is there's a piece in there that I feel like everyone can relate to in some way, shape, or form. So
yeah.
All right, moving on to the next question. What do you want your readers to get out of your poems?
So I guess the biggest thing that I want my readers to feel is understood. I feel like I have a way, I guess when I write, I want to depict emotions and passions and feelings and thoughts that people don't know how to say, or people don't know how to understand or feel themselves. So way I write is I want to be able to have my readers be like, okay, I've felt that way at some point in time and I've never known how to describe it. And this is exactly how I felt.
So the next question, what is next for you on this writing journey? I think this was an amazing first step, but where's your next step afterwards?
Yeah, so I actually have a novel in progress right now. I'm not quite sure when we'll be able to get it out, but it has been a long time in making, actually. My mom and I are working on it together, and it was something that we started during COVID, and we just decided, let's write, we have an idea, let's go for it. And so right now we're in the editing process, but that can take some time. So I'm hoping to get it out maybe by the end of this year, at the latest next year.
Where can readers follow you? What platforms do you use to reach your readers? So when this new book comes out, where can they find information about it?
Yeah, so I post everything on my Instagram account, Madelyn's Musings. And I also have a Facebook. It's the same name, Madelyn's Musings. And I post basically all my stuff up there all the time. New updates on my books, new updates just in general, content, lifestyle stuff. You can follow me in my daily life and get to know me as well. So.
All right, I got one final question for you. Any words to inspire young writers? If you were talking basically to yourself, let's say, I don't know, 10 years ago, do you have any words that would be of inspiration or, something that they could take away to help them to keep going?
Basically, don't let writer's block win, because it definitely happens to the best of us, and it can happen for months. Actually, there was a time where there's a good year before I actually got back into writing again. So, just roll with the punches with writer's block and with life, and you'll make it. Keep writing.
So, anyways, if you guys are interested in picking up your own copy of Authentic Giving Thoughts Wings, a poetry collection, I will leave the link down below in the description. It is available on Amazon, I believe.
Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and now Goodreads.
Alrighty, and all those links will be down below in the description if you guys are interested in picking yourself up a copy of this wonderful poem collection by Madelyn Olivia. Madelyn, thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
All right, and back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much for that in-depth and probing interview, Mr. Reporter. I'm sure that our audiences found it very insightful on the inner workings and thoughts of said author. Just remember, you yourself can grab a copy of this book on Amazon and a couple of the other links below that will be in the description. That is it for this breaking news interruption. We now return you to a regularly scheduled program, and have a good night.